Welcome to another edition of the Turnpike Sports Book Report. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're here to give you a whip-around look at some of the latest news coming out of the sports betting and casino industries. This week in our state and national reports, we've got October and November numbers to talk about.
Okay.
Deals, we've got a tech deal, a curling partnership to discuss.
Curling.
Among others, deals. And industry updates, we've got licenses, launches, openings, and exiting.
You know, I made a mistake one time when I was doing an interview. It was about curling and the betting on curling, and I called it hurling. So a bit of a difference.
Yes,
there.
yes.
Yeah, so.
And legislative roundup, we're going to be talking Ohio and New Hampshire.
All right.
We'll be right back after this with our state and national reports.
Interest rates and inflation are out of control. Is your credit card debt also out of control? It's time to resolve your debt and take back control for a lot less than what you owe. If you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt, then you need to call us right now. Debt Fix Pros can significantly reduce the amount you owe, and you could be debt-free faster than you think.
I knew we had to do something. Our debt was growing.
It was getting out of control, and we just didn't know what to do.
We saw an ad for Debt Fix Pros. We called and they showed us how fast they could get us out of debt.
It really was amazing, and now we're back in control.
Call now and we'll show you how easy it is to fix your debt. The call and consultation are free. Call Debt Fix Pros right now at 800-479-3522. That's 800-479-3522. 800-479-3522.
Welcome back to the Turnpike Sports Book Report. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're going to start off our state and national reports segment here in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
The Commonwealth of Massachusetts has released their October sports betting report, and with that report, Massachusetts became the 13th state to pass $1 billion in gross gaming revenue.
Lucky number 13,
Yes.
huh? All right.
They also reported a record handle. As well as year-to-date tax revenue has passed $100 million already.
Lots of record handles in October.
Yes.
Lots of betting.
Speaking of records, we have DraftKings setting a state monthly handle record with $383 and some change million. And as always, we know DraftKings is king in Massachusetts,
Yep.
but DraftKings and FanDuel in the month of October brought in 80% of the total handle in the state.
Okay.
Leaving one Commonwealth and hopping on down to another Commonwealth, we're going to Pennsylvania. With their October sports betting report, Pennsylvania reported that the state passed $6 billion in total handle for the fourth consecutive year.
Wow, that's a hell of a market.
Yes.
I tell you, we live right by it, and when we go to the closest casino we go to is in Pennsylvania,
Yes.
so that's Parks. So.
State also reported its all-time gross gaming revenue has passed $2.8 billion. The state's handle was also $800 million for the seventh time in its history, fourth in 2024. So good job by Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
there.
no, it just
I don't know what else. Those are incredible numbers.
First off, it's a huge state.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got big cities in it. It's got Pittsburgh and Harrisburg.
Yes.
Of course, the biggest one is Philadelphia. So.
For a state not named New York, good numbers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Moving just over the Delaware River, we're going to New Jersey.
Okay.
New Jersey's October sports betting report, all-time total handle for the state. This is post-PASPA, $56 billion.
Wow.
Yes. All-time mobile handle has passed $50 billion. All-time revenue has passed $4.29 billion. Total handle has passed $10 billion for the fourth consecutive year.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
New Jersey constantly is. Even if they're not setting records, they're actually doing some impressive numbers, and their biggest number this month was the iGaming numbers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, iGaming, my goodness.
Yes.
I think it's the first time in history that iGaming surpassed the retail casinos in Atlantic City.
iGaming revenue passed land-based casino revenue for the first time ever.
So I guess that gives support to the people who are in states that do not favor iGaming or online casinos, saying, they cannibalize the retail casino. So I guess that's something for them to point at. But, these numbers coming out for iGaming, it shows you how incredibly important online casinos can be for a gaming industry in a state. So, you have to weigh the risks for everything.
Or if you're against online gaming, you can point to this as saying, look, the land-based gaming revenue numbers
Cannibalism,
would be
yeah.
higher.
Yeah. Well,
if it wasn't for online casinos,
Look,
land-based would be better.
You can grab a statistic and
twist it
around and make it prove any point you want. But, a state has to really take a look at online casinos if they're thinking about, jumping on the bandwagon and, seeing what it means for not only retail casinos, but also for the state in general, how much money it raises. So, you have to weigh those risks and rewards and benefits.
Over in the state of Michigan, their October numbers came out. Michigan reported that the state's total handle has passed $4 billion for the third consecutive year. State's all-time gross gaming revenue has passed $1.6 billion, and the state recorded its first back-to-back months of at least $500 million in handle since January of 2024.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
Michigan.
And we were talking about New Jersey. Online poker players can now play online Michigan players. So,
Exactly.
there you go.
Over in New Hampshire, we have their October numbers. State of New Hampshire's monthly revenue passed $5 million for the eighth time in 2024, and year-to-date handle has passed $625 million.
Wow.
Moving over to Connecticut, we have the October sports betting report from that state. All-time mobile handle has passed $5 billion. State also reported a record handle, and the fifth time it has passed $200 million in total handle.
Would it be just easier if we reported on the states that didn't break a record in mobile handle for the month of
pretty much,
October?
yeah.
My God, it seems like every state just broke a record.
Speaking of breaking records, we're moving over to the District of Columbia now.
There you go. All right.
October, their sports betting report, record handle. Also, year-to-date revenue has passed $40 million, which is more than double all of 2023's revenue.
I guess they went through some changes for the better.
FanDuel,
Yeah,
basically.
FanDuel. FanDuel came in and kind of
Gambit's out,
really
FanDuel's
rejuvenated that
Yes.
market. So
Also,
good for them.
first month of operation in D.C. for Fanatics, $2.16 million handle, and about $154,000 in revenue.
Wow.
We're going to finish up our segment here with New York. New York, we have the week ending November 17th. Yes, I know we're a little behind in our reporting with that one, but November 17th here. We've got 4 straight weeks of at least $500 million in handle was ended that week. They had just 490-something. Yeah, they just missed it. Yeah. But the state did report its third consecutive week of at least $50 million in gross gaming revenue.
Still great numbers, but,
Yeah.
we make a joke about that. But, New York is just a powerhouse when it comes to these numbers, and it's always shocking when they just miss the what we expect from them.
Here's an interesting number. FanDuel, 5th consecutive week of at least $200 million in handle. That's a great number for FanDuel right
Well,
there.
I got to tell you, they advertise a lot
Yes.
in the New York area. We get a lot of New York channels, and, we always see FanDuel advertising there. So, yeah, good for them.
That's it for the state and national reports. We're going to talk deals right. Starting off our deals section, we're going to be doing a tech deal. We've got
Okay.
Delaware North announcing a partnership with Playtech. Delaware North will be powering their Betley mobile sportsbook and casino platform with the tech from Playtech.
Okay.
They put the tech in casino tech.
Okay.
Yes, I don't know how else to say that, but the partnership will.
Do they
make
have
it-
a slogan? They should do a slogan.
They should, but Playtech will. The partnership will make its debut in Ohio, where Betley recently launched early in November. As a matter of fact, the tech platform will be expanded to Arkansas, Tennessee, and West Virginia. They'll do the migration from whatever they were doing before. I think it was one of their other platforms, and they're going into Playtech's platform soon with those states as well.
Okay.
Playtech also replaces the MVG bet licensing deal, the Miami Valley gaming deal that Betley had. So they are going to be doing the affiliate stuff with Playtech as well.
Okay.
And the last part of the deal, Delaware North also will be integrating behavioral health assessments of their players because of a partnership they have done with Birch's Health.
Okay, great.
National Behavioral Addiction Program.
Awesome, great.
Moving over into the world of horse racing, we have Wind Creek Hospitality announcing that they will be acquiring the Birmingham Racecourse and Casino from the McGregor family, which owns the Birmingham Racecourse.
Wow, okay.
Yes, they're going to be transforming it into a premier entertainment destination. Don't know exactly what that translates into, but I'm assuming they're going to modernize it. And
okay.
They're also going to continue with the historical horse racing machines as well as the racing that's going on at the race course right now.
Great. I wish someone jumped in on
Freehold,
Freehold Racetrack here in New Jersey. They're closing up at the end of December.
Where's Wind Creek when you need them for that?
Yeah, and hello, Wind Creek.
Yes.
Come to New Jersey.
Deal is expected to be finalized in early 2025.
Okay.
Moving over into the world of curling, the exciting world of curling.
Or as I said it in a
Or hurling.
I was trying to figure out where I said hurling. I don't know why I said hurling, you know. If that was an Olympic sport, I'd watch that.
Right. It's probably an X game.
What did he eat? So, yeah, it sounds like an X game.
AltSportsData has announced a partnership with the Curling Group, which is the owners of the Grand Slam of Curling.
I was trying to figure out the rules of curling. And that's a huge sport in Canada. And I think that was the interview. I said hurling. But that's a really big bet on sport in Canada.
Yes,
so.
yes. They are...
not hurling, curling.
No.
So.
Well, that too, probably.
Right.
Unofficially.
Unofficially, you can probably bet on hurling if someone hurls.
Exactly.
So, but curling is
Well, you got distance with the hurling.
Yeah, distance, volume,
yeah,
kind of thing. So
exit angle.
Exit angle, yeah.
Sounds like baseball.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, AltSportsData will be the exclusive global provider of the Curling Group's data for sports betting worldwide. Including media integration, which is providing broadcasters and digital platforms with high-quality, low-latency data, advanced analytics, new revenue streams, basically digital content monetization opportunities for the curling group, and enhanced fan engagement, which is delivering real-time scoring updates, player statistics, and game insights via the Grand Slam of Curling website and mobile app.
Grand Slam of Curling. I got to tell you, I would absolutely watch curling. If I was sitting in front of the television, I was channel surfing, and I came on curling, I would absolutely watch it. I just don't know where to watch it. You know,
Grand Slam of Curling.
Well, I have to go to Grand Slam of Curling. Yeah, obviously. You know, with all the smart TVs and all the OTT channels, someone must have curling, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna make an effort to look for curling.
Final deal of the week, we've got IC360 Integrity Compliance 360 announcing a partnership with 7 Winds Casinos, which will implement IC360's world-class integrity monitoring dashboard technology to detect any suspicious wagering activity.
Excellent. Great. Good
Always love seeing IC360.
Let me tell you something. It's just so important to have them involved with your business. They're such a great organization, and they do great work. And, you know, they make this industry better. It's all about integrity, and you want to be sure where you're putting your money, and IC360 makes that happen.
And everything's seamless integration, too.
Yeah, great.
Makes things easy. That's it for the deals. We're going to be talking industry updates right after this.
Sometimes life is wonderful, and sometimes it's not. Cherish the good, but always be prepared for life's challenges. At Private Healthcare, we provide the peace of mind you deserve. With Private Healthcare, you'll get the coverage you want and healthcare you need. If your employer doesn't supply healthcare coverage and you don't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid, you need to give us a call right now. Private Healthcare is private health insurance for ages 65 and under with medical, dental, vision, and even prescription coverage. When life comes at you unexpectedly, you need to be ready, and health insurance is your financial safety net. Health insurance has never been so easy and affordable. If you're looking for health coverage at the best price and your annual household income is $35,000 or more, give us a call at 800-733-6860. 800-733-6860.
Welcome back to the Turnpike Sports Book Report. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're going to start off our industry updates with some news regarding the Westgate Superbook.
Okay.
Jay Cornegay has announced he's retiring as the Vice President of Operations at the Westgate. He'll continue to work with the media and Superbook odds makers, as well as serve as the Vice President of Marketing for the Westgate Superbook.
That's great.
He will be transitioning also into an ambassador role for Superbook.
Good. I got to tell you, when you say Westgate's an amazing property, it's a great casino, great everything. Food there is amazing. But when you say Westgate to me, I think of, the sports book. So
Yes.
I think that's awesome. He did a great job, and, it's an amazing property.
I'll tell you, Jay was the first person I ever talked to at a sports betting conference.
Oh, really? Okay.
And nicest guy in the world.
Well,
Talked to him for quite a while.
Well, that's, like I said, Westgate is just amazing. It's top of the line, and he made it that way.
Yes.
So good for him, and I hope he enjoys his retirement. It sounds like he's not going to do a
He's
lot
not
of
gonna retire,
retiring.
no.
So it sounds like he's probably going to be working more than.
Well, he's
than
retiring
doing.
as VP of Operations, but he's still going to
I know.
be there.
It's, he's still working.
He's serving as Vice President of
He's
Marketing.
probably doing more
Yeah.
work now than
Probably.
was president.
Yeah. Moving over into Ohio, we have the Ohio Casino Control Commission approving a settlement agreement with DraftKings that included a $425,000 fine.
Wow.
Yes, it was a six-figure penalty due to two compliance violations by DraftKings, the first which was taking bets on college player props after Ohio banned those markets.
Okay.
And the second one was permitting unapproved funding to their sports wagering accounts from other states.
Okay.
So they have...
That's why it's so challenging
yeah.
to be a sports betting operator. There's so many moving parts. I mean, this almost sounds like something happened with the software. And, we always hear these stories about, you go into and you place your money in a kiosk and, you bet on something you probably shouldn't have because the software isn't right. It's nothing, underhanded or anything malicious by the operator. It's just probably a software thing that didn't get caught. So,
the agreement also says that there were undisclosed number of bets taken on the college player props between March 14th and March 19th. And the company also allowed, this is DraftKings, also allowed accounts to be funded using cash deposits at non-gaming retail locations without commission approval. Total of almost 41,000 deposits were taken from January 1st, 2023 through March 5th of 2024. So that's all against the rules. They agreed to abide by them and take the fine, $425,000. And they're also facing fines in Massachusetts for similar compliance violations.
Yep.
So they're consistent.
Well, look, I mean, hey, this is why we have commissions and this is why we have rules. And, I think, they're stepping up, paying the fine and moving on and learning from their mistakes. And,
We hope so.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they are. They're a class organization, and they're gonna. I'm sure they're gonna learn from their mistakes and move on, and that's what happens.
Caesars Sportsbook in Washington, D.C. Wow, I can't even say that. Announced that the self-service sports betting kiosks have launched in the district.
Wow.
48 small businesses now have Caesars Sportsbook kiosks, and they actually take cash deposits into Caesars Sportsbook online accounts.
Is there a list of businesses? Because anytime I visit
there is.
Washington,
there
I
is
wanna,
a huge list of
okay,
businesses.
great.
48, as a matter of fact.
That's what I mean. I want to go and see. If I visited Washington, which I do sometimes, and I want to check it out. So.
Well, staying with Caesars, this is becoming the Caesars Report. Caesars Entertainment continue the rollout of the Horseshoe online casino brand, time launching in Jersey.
I haven't tried that yet.
They now have Michigan, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ontario for the Horseshoe online casino market.
I love that. Horseshoe is such an iconic brand. You want to try it out and check it out. So.
Penn Entertainment has announced that they will be launching a standalone Hollywood casino app in Pennsylvania.
Oh,
They don't have one.
Oh, all right.
Yes.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's attached into one
Don't
of
you
the
just
other.
assume that everyone has an app nowadays?
Well, Hollywood Casino
so
was, it's kind of, they were with, what was it? What was the one before ESPN, but I can't think of the name now. Barstool.
Yeah.
They had the casino with them and everything. Hollywood was part of that. And
Okay.
It's still part of ESPN
it's so
app,
confusing
yeah.
now. You mentioned Caesars. Here in New Jersey, we have Caesars Casino. We have Caesars Palace Casino. And then now all of a sudden we have Horseshoe Casino, which is great. I love it. But, it's keep them all straight.
Moving over to Tennessee, we've got Bovada exiting the state after receiving a cease and desist letter and being fined.
That's pretty much every state now.
Yeah.
Now
Tennessee was the first one to really fine them.
Well, I think
that makes a total of 16.
The writing
US
is
states.
certainly on the wall for Bovada. Yeah. I'm surprised they're even trying any other state in the continental U.S.
But that's 16 markets in the U.S.
Wow,
they are now out.
Yep.
Moving over to Mississippi, we have the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians announcing the grand opening day of its Crystal Sky Travel Plaza / casino.
Oh, wait a minute. Is this the one we've been hearing about? This
is the 18,000 square foot facility, which is basically a rest plaza.
It's a rest area.
It's a rest stop with a casino.
See, that's what Jersey needs.
Yeah.
We need rest areas.
150 slot machines, so it's not a small place.
Yeah.
Sportsbook lounge, restaurant, 3,000 square feet of retail space, fueling stations for both commercial and passenger vehicles. It will be open 24/7 beginning December 19th.
I love that.
Yes.
It's anything a traveler needs, it's there.
Yes.
You can win $1 million while you're traveling, getting gas.
Going back up to Connecticut, we've got the Connecticut Lottery in partnership with Fanatic Sportsbook and Sporttech opening up a new retail sportsbook location at Sporttech's Winners Norfolk location.
All right.
That is now, new location, features betting windows, 8 self-service kiosks, high-definition TVs, and now there are 11 Connecticut retail sportsbooks.
So what is that, Norfolk?
Fanatics. Norfolk, Connecticut.
That's like where nuclear subs are, isn't that?
No, it's Groton.
Really? That's Groton? I thought it was
Groton.
Norfolk.
No, Groton Subbase.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I knew it was there.
Yes.
It's around there somewhere.
And we have Nevada, going back out to Nevada, we got Caesars Entertainment commemorating the opening of Palace Court Slots, the new high-limit slot area at Caesars Palace.
Okay.
And finally, we have the Agua Caliente Casino in California. I'm reading my notes here, so please excuse the edge of paper. Reopening their poker room.
Oh, hey, that's nice. You rarely hear stories about places reopening their poker room. It's always bad news about them closing poker rooms, and they want to make it into a high-limit slot area and things like that. But it's great they're opening their poker room again.
This is the only poker room in the Coachella Valley.
Okay.
And it has been closed for 5 months, but it's officially reopened, and the poker room has 9 tables, 81 seats.
Nice. Okay, great.
So congratulations, we have another poker room.
All right.
This time
great.
In California, not Nevada, where they seem to be closing a lot.
Hey,
of
look, I mean, they're going to corner the market in poker because I don't think there's anything else around there.
No. That's it for the industry updates. We're going to finish up with our legislative roundup. Starting off the legislative roundup, we're going to the state of Ohio, where outgoing Ohio Senator Niraj Antani, who is the author of the state sports betting bill and the person who introduced the online casino bill just recently in September, has restarted a push for the bill he introduced in November of 2023 that would reset the state sports betting tax back to 10% after it was doubled to 20%.
Okay, we'll see how that goes.
Right now, Ohio is the 6th highest out of the 38 states with sports betting. So everyone's making a push to raise them. We got
that's kind of a long shot. Yeah, well,
going down.
That's good.
Reducing
that's
it.
Okay, so that's good.
It's nice to see that. I mean,
no,
I don't know if he actually is.
I don't think it's going to happen.
No,
but
no. But hey, you never know. But 20%, I guess they got a lot of feedback already about the 20% jump. I mean, that happened part of the budget.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of caught a lot of people by surprise when it did happen. But maybe getting it back down to 10% will help it grow again.
Sure.
Last entry for the week here, New Hampshire. We have a commission reviewing New Hampshire's charitable gaming industry, suggesting that lawmakers explore the possibility of permitting slot machines in the state casinos. They currently allow historic horse racing machines.
Historic horse racing. A lot of them are, there's a lot of poker places, poker rooms that, they're all charity. They have to go to
pretty much every charitable gaming.
But they also have historical horse racing. So I guess they want to make it slot. I don't see the big difference, and I don't think it's a big deal. But if they want to try it, I think it's great. And more money for charities, that's we gotta look at.
The historic horse racing machines tap into horse racing data of past horse races, and also they require advanced programming to get that programming and those those historical horse races into the system.
Sure.
Plus, also, the one other situation here is when you have an HHR machine, there's a 5-second delay between spins.
Yep.
So that's different than a slot machine.
Sure.
And one of the suggestions was if you program the slot machines to have that type of delay between spins, it makes it more in line with what's already out there on the market, and maybe that eases the introduction of slot machines into the charitable gaming system.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's it for this week's Turnpike Sports Book Report. As always, if you've been watching on TV, there's a ticker flying by with additional news stories covering the casino and the sports betting industry, as well as entertainment for the casino industry. Also, when this show is released on Monday mornings, there will be a full print version of the book report, which contains the stories we talked about in this half hour, the stories in the ticker, as well as stories we didn't have a chance to talk about anywhere else in print form. They're on the blog, turnpikesports.us. Click on the blog button, head on over there at your leisure. And as always, press releases, info@turnpikesportsradio.com. That's to the email address to send press releases, announcements, and whatnot for us to talk about on the show.
And that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time on the Turnpike.